Hello, and welcome back to our playthrough of Horizon Zero Dawn. You may notice I am not where I ended the last video. I didn't play anymore. I just fast traveled here. I just checked there is this mission and one more mission after this, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess they just go right into each other, sort of thing. With like maybe a 5-second break in between if you were lucky. So just for story purposes, I want to see if they give any new... Because we've done a lot of stuff since then. We've learned a lot of information about the old world, how much Tom Farrow screwed up, what an idiot he was, the fact that 20 years ago, a signal came from the great beyond and screwed over all the AI. So, we're going to see if Cyan here has any new talking points. I can remember how to get in there. Oh, I was right. Alright, here we go. Just because a lot has happened since we last talked to her, and I'm curious if they added anything. We talked to her?
I'm back, Cyan. How are things going with the Banuk?
I have been learning about the Banuk cosmology from the shamans. Their aptitude for geometry and mathematics is quite encouraging.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team.
Probably.
It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
Big question is, where did that
What did you
signal come
figure out
from?
about Hephaestus, based on what I said?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
That's
Yes,
why.
we own machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, fire claws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there, in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan.
Huh.
I ran
Actually
across a
interesting.
strange piece of gear. A fragment of something larger. It emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia destroyed herself. How was this accomplished?
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off
Really?
the mountain. So, you think the fragment was part of her?
It's only speculation, but it is possible. She must have had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, Cyan. So do I. I found the strangest machines.
I didn't realize there'd be so
Surrounded by
much.
flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell. And after that, the dark. And may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy. Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
And that's it. Okay, so they gave you a little
Thanks for
extra.
the talk, Cyan.
I continue to enjoy our conversations, Aloy.
Alright. They gave you a little extra. Not much extra, but a little. I almost want to do this. I wish you could ride Thunderjaws. Because I would gladly override a Thunderjaw, right? And then ride it to fight a bear. Anyways, we are headed in this direction. Let's go ahead and do this. We got a nice big long loading screen. So I hope everyone's having a good day. That weather is nice where you are, that you're doing well. So yeah, so we're gonna trigger, I'm pretty sure, the shadow, and I'm pretty sure the next one's just gonna go straight into it. So if I can, I'll try to put a break between missions, if I get the choice. If not, this could turn into a very long video. I apologize in advance if it turns into like a 2-hour video. And I'll be honest, I am enjoying this game. Even after I beat it, I'll probably do a few more things on my own time, just because I like being in this world. It's a cool world they built up. Let's take a look at our inventory. Oh, we got plenty of room there. We've got plenty of room there. All right. I think though we will buy. Hold on. Stock up on healing potions of all types.
Before you're on the road. These aren't goods, they're necessities.
Buy potions. Go ahead. That out. That out. Oop, that's maxed out. Definitely max this out. We are good. Alright, so from there, let us
Better wares.
trigger the
Only
Loon
finest
Shadow.
goods here.
Don't ask me where to go if you're lost. I'm a guard. She didn't even...
Oh, this isn't the... There we go, that's the tower. Oops, wrong turn. Hi, boys. Again, I like the look of the shield weaver. I just wish you could dye it. Any optionals? Oh, there he is.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before.
Apologize?
After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Smash cut. Wait.
Have you spoken to Blameless
Oh,
Man?
no. Oh, yeah.
Not yet, but I will.
He wishes to speak to you. Defensive preparations are his responsibility.
I just thought there might be more. Alright, fair enough. Over here? There he is.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival.
The Sun King was lucky.
Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge of defenses and at the Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before.
Nora.
The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
Oh, I hope I get a chance
And
to.
the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it.
Nope.
Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Alright, so we got a bunch of optional stuff to do. So let's do all of that. Wait. Wait a minute. There's 2 and 3. There's 1. Well, the apartment's in here. Let's fast travel to here. Oh. There were 3 optional things to do, I thought, but maybe I was just... I'll check. Visit both defense sites. Okay. So there's 2 optional things and a required thing. Let's do the 2 optional and then the required.
Have you just polished that armor with it?
Of course.
Isn't that a little...
At least she did it to honor the men of her house.
Nothing.
Out with it, woman.
Forget I said anything. You look very...
Thank you.
and shiny. Very shiny.
Is he trying to impress us?
Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life.
Oh?
The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little Huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise on a better world.
Not gonna lie, if I could, I would put these 2 together in a relationship. Vanasha and Aloy. I think that would be...
Aloy?
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side. And I am too.
The honor is mine. You saved my epitaph from being a fine soldier, but a fool of a man.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
As the sun wills. When you found me, I was trying to eke out a glorious death. But now, a glorious life seems more preferable. To watch Edelman play in the low gardens again. Still surrounded by a dozen guards, but... what you did, Aloy, it was done well. Although, I can't shake this road, Vanasha. She delights in goading me. Like brazen colors waved before a behemoth.
Do you want me to ask her to stop?
No. I accept it. Well then. Meridian shall stand and shadow shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that, Uthid.
That was cool. And I'm guessing if you don't do their quests, they're not here for the final battle. Which is pretty cool if you think about it.
Aloy,
Teb!
I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
50-50.
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
Prince Eaterman is alive and well in Meridian. The Carja and Shadow have been proven baseless traitors.
We all have our place in the order of things.
Alright. Hold on. No, I wanna... There we go. Alright. We're still... What's this? More down here? Why, hello! Petra!
Petra! Here she is, the guest of honor.
Oh.
I knew there was something about you.
Oh, we could use your
Hammers
guns.
and the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
I heard
That
Petra.
happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Murat asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Ostrom, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring Forges, so I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The target should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did.
Right, from pile. Oh, wrong button. Alright, hold on. L2 to load. Wait, why is it not loading then? Huh.
Try me now.
Oh, there we go. Right, and then boom. Ah.
It hits nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow. Range is good. Try the next. See? That'll knock a machine on its ass, ancient or no.
Yeah,
With these, I think we could hold off an army.
going to have to.
You know that I appreciate your help, Petra. This battle, I don't know what's gonna happen.
We'll see each other again, I know it. Next time could be the time I'll convince you to stick with the free heap.
Petra, you know
I do. Always had a weakness for restless girls, though.
Oh my.
How many men do you think you'll kill in the battle, Luthid?
As many as I have to.
I love it when you say things like that. It's
Oh.
so...
What?
You put that
Cheerful.
Oseram assassin in here.
Ah. No, this one we're gonna have to walk to.
Sunhawk of the Hunter's Lodge.
Ooh, that is a long walk. Alright. That's what we do in this. We forage. Let me just make sure everything's topped off. Oh, I need to buy some more wire, don't I? Ooh, glad I checked. I will do that before I sleep for the night. Doing fine on everything else. Oh, the Banu came! Yes!
Aratak? I didn't
Yes!
expect you to come all this way.
Ah!
It's true, I am a stranger in this green and snowless land. Aurea forgave the Carja, but I never did. Still, I was compelled to come for my once chieftain. It's good to see you leading again. This young ice hunter seeks to prove herself also. Her spark reminds me of Aurea's in our youth. And I'm proud to take my place behind you on this hunt. A great challenge.
Survive and prevail, right?
There is no other way.
That's awesome! I was wondering if the Banuk would show up. Ha ha ha.
You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora. The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
No, I'm thanking you. That night, I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army. Yes, that's why I came. Good. I'll wait.
Not sure if she's all there, but that is still cool. And again, I'm assuming if you don't do that, then they're not there. Which is, I like that. As fun as this game is, I'm not about to play it through all the way just to... Yeah, speed run it, I guess, is what I have to do. Got the Banuk, got Uthid, Banasha, then we've got Aaron. Do I know you?
Oh, Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Yes.
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the Lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone. Not again.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side. My only request...
Name it.
Leave the biggest machine for me.
No promises.
Okay. I'll admit this would be a good matchup as well. I think Valna likes Uthid, so we're going to do that one. The Osram lady obviously likes us. That would be fun. There's two people we can talk to. Alright, this is Nora.
Taller than the highest tree.
These Carja in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
They are not our foe. Not this time.
Quiet now. She comes.
The Anointed.
Oh, enough!
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
Hey, fair enough. Oh, there's someone up there. Alright, so now who's this? Oh! The younger Nora Graves.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called Anointed, either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know?
Yeah.
All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time.
He likes me.
And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
That could be a good pair. I suppose you guys are right. All wouldn't be a bad match either. They're the last one.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
Ah, Aaron.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. They used to be Karja. Karja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Karja, how tough can they be?
You actually got a few of them.
guys, just like
Everyone would work too, that is correct.
their little feathers off.
And girls.
And let's not get
People,
caught.
I use guys to refer to everyone. Alright.
Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower.
A little more.
What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
That's big. It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Wish I could have saved
Thank you, Aaron. Ursa would be proud.
Only if we win.
No, and that's it. Alright, so now we're gonna fast travel back. Trying to think. I'm gonna make this a short video. Because like I said, I get the feeling once I go to sleep, I am not gonna get a break till the end of the game. So this is actually gonna be a short 30-minute video. So when this... Yeah, so this will be a short little video. I'll do the maintenance off screen. But I think I'm going to put the break in here. Again, once I get that sleep in, I don't think I'm going to get a chance to end the game until the end of the... You know what I mean? Like, the game will technically be over. I'll have... Ooh, what's this? Damaged file repaired. Oh, Sobek journals. Alright, let's read these real quick. Just wrapped inspection of Gaia Prime site. Construction is well underway. Reactor installed. Plans for control room. Finding Starship bridges and those easy old sci-fi vids. Bryce site, designing project labs, running protocols. Okay. All the theaters. November of last year, so it's months since I've been a blur. Well, last night I received for armature and the master override. You're welcome. Oh. Alright, you're welcome to not have put that override in. Down. Work to message from Oswald. The Odyssey launched yesterday. Doubled. Why then? That world from God. Alphas. Longfellow. Which? And then Longfellow blew up. And I get the feeling that was sabotage. Something or someone, I'm gonna say something, did not want humans getting off the planet. It did not want humans getting much further in the tech than they've gotten. So they've reset us back to the Stone Age and made sure it had to happen. You know what I mean? Treating, dressed up like me. Horror extravaganza. Basically, we've entered the terminal phase. In 3 weeks, in the atmosphere won't be last vestiges of European and West African stiff brigades are trapped with their backs against the Atlantic. The storm that scuttled across Antarctica is crossing the Strait of Magellan. about to start its death crawl up South America towards the Amazon. All the work he did constitute an advanced elements of the system already skirmishing with units on the Kalmar seawall. Noose is tightening. Projections show we can still finish in time, but the margin of error is plus or minus 10 days. Not a good start. Like, well, it just can't. I will not let that happen. Back to zero. It's been, 43 hours since Dare's warned me. Said collapse of the Eastern line was imminent. Storms launching some kind of pinch maneuver versus the Wichita Salem. Kansas. Alright, 5 or 6 days more, and I think Gaia could have launched without help. I really do. Without our help. They had to scramble. ZD became a madhouse, absolute bedlam. Once Gaia was on her way. Bad news. Of course. Here we are sitting with Gaia Prime. Nauseated. If this is raising and training clones of ourselves. Oh, thank God. Process down to the cradle site, so not even possible. Bad. Alright, so they got the cradle sites set up long before the swarm hit those sites. So there are multiple cradles scattered across the planet the swarm never found. Apparently each one holds the genetic soup of humanity so that can mix and match people, as it were, or create clones of specific people. Interesting. Okay, update. Salient has collapsed. United States recon, whatever that is. 2 days. Sector is best to lock down and seal up. Buried alive. Alright. Anything else? Oh wow, we got all the quest points. I will take it. Memorial. God. So we just missed one. That's not too bad. Got a lot of these. I might go back and try to find them if I really want. Missed some glyphs. I don't know, I think we did well. Just for playing through the game. Miss, I think, a corrupted zone. I can do that on my own time. Fine with crafting. Ammo. Fire burst. Oh, so it uses less, huh? Still uses 20 free blades. Oof. 15 chill water isn't as bad. Sources. Where is that excellent? A sock. Okay. I have a sock. Don't know why I have a sock, but I have a sock. Not hit max level. And we're missing 7 skill points, but that's okay. I'm gonna manual save. Then a quick save.
By the forge, I believe I've earned a drink or two.
There we go. And like I said, I'm pretty sure once I go to sleep, it'll just go straight to the end of the game. So I'm gonna stock up here. I'm gonna put a cut in here. I'm gonna sleep, and then I'm gonna start. Well, I'm gonna start recording. You know, the whole deal. So I hope you're enjoying this series. As always, feel free to like, subscribe, or comment. Or we're buying resources. We need wire. Lots and lots of wire. As I was saying, feel free to like, subscribe, or comment, or come on over and check me out on Twitch when I stream live. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day, and I hope you're enjoying this series as much as I am.